your kitchen sponge. They harbor bacteria, they tend to have odors. We have a gentleman who created a better sponge. This goes in the dishwasher, it's sanitized every day. We've sold over 1 million Campanelli sponges over the days. Now we're getting down to finite quantities on our biggest set ever, our 12-piece, and at $15.98, it'll save you money, but it does a better job. I get to introduce you to Joe Campanelli.
Hey, Dan.
How are you, my friend?
Oh, good to see you again.
First order when they came in, blew out of here.
Right.
You still weren't satisfied.
No.
You changed the stitching, made them better.
We did.
You changed them again, you made them better. This is the last opportunity that I may have
It is.
to be able to offer the biggest set he's done.
Right.
You're always out to create perfection.
Well, sure. Well, you know, the main objective here was to replace this. Like you said, these could be dirtier than your toilet bowl.
Yep.
They're stinky, they're dirty, they're disposable, which means that you're clogging the landfill. And, you know, these are actually made out of trees. So we cut a tree, use a sponge, and then we put it back in the landfill.
There's good common sense.
Right. So we wanted to make something that was actually washable. So like you said, dishwasher safe. My wife pops them in the washing machine. So now you have a sponge that's washable. But here's what we've done. These sponges here, we know that these are very coarse. We created diamond fiber. Diamond fiber is just a fancy way of saying we weaved microfiber. So it actually scours without scratching.
So all the demonstrations we're going to do are with tap water. This is actually what we call our September surprise.
Right.
Which was a big surprise to you as the vendor.
Yeah.
we discounted the price 25% off of the QVC price, but that price will go away at the end of the day.
Well,
so
look,
your
this
diamond
is the
fiber scrubs.
Traps everything, right? It actually traps everything. The other side is our premium microfiber. So now it can actually clean. So one side scrubs and one side cleans. So again, diamond fiber, it will scour but will not scratch. And this is a delicate glass stovetop. You know, a lot of times they don't want you to go out and buy that specialty cleaner.
Right, which is
necessary. Not necessary with these sponges at all. So instead, when I put this in a washing machine, I'm going to end up with a nice, clean, fresh sponge. Not one of these germ-laden, spread the germs while I clean bricks that we're so accustomed to.
And the fact of the matter is, because you're reusing these over and over and over, you're not buying them more than once.
Right.
How many years ago was it you brought the original set?
Oh, about 8 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Yes, sir.
Because I still have, now we bought a new set probably 4 years ago, but I still have some of the original.
Listen, this is not something that lasts weeks or something that lasts months. These sponges last years.
Agreed.
I mean, they last years. And like I said, I read every review. If it needs double stitching, we double stitch it. If it needs to be made a little beefier, we're constantly improving the product. And again, let's look at the difference. If you go to the store, these green scouring sponges, you got to be very careful. If you have non-stick cookware, these things can really damage your non-stick cookware, and you have a lot of money invested in that. Look at that. So it's actually on the sponge. But diamond fiber, again, it will scour, but it will not scratch. So it's safe. And this is going to end up, right now, this is going to go in the garbage. I can't even use this again. This will go in my washing machine. It will come out clean, fresh, and sanitized. And then I'll put it in a dryer, and I'm ready to go.
So at $15.98, it's one of the best prices I've ever seen. We reduced that QVC price by 25%. That's what diamond fiber looks like.
It's millions
of under the microscope.
Yeah, it's millions of diamond-shaped edges that are made out of microfiber. So it actually scoops and scours without damaging the surface. Flip it over. The other premium side will allow you to clean up, so you don't have to go get an extra rag or an extra, towel, and then put it in a washing machine. Clean, fresh, sanitized, no odors. Put it in a dryer, and you're ready to go.
And biggest assortment, you're going to get 12 sponges. You get 4 of the great big rectangles. You get 2 of the smaller rectangles, which are about the size of common sponges. But then you also get 2 of the great big circles. We've got green, we have natural, we have purple, and we have blue.
And that's something customers wanted. They wanted some of the smaller sponges. So we include the smaller sponges in the kit now too. But again, let's just do another quick comparison. A regular sponge it's not microfiber, it doesn't lift, trap, or remove anything. What it does is just kind of smears everything around.
That's axle grease on a window.
But it could be cooking grease, could be anything, but it's not doing much of anything. This obviously goes right into the trash can.
Right, you'd have to throw that away.
Right. Microfiber is millions of little scoops. That's why it cleans without chemicals. Millions of little scoops that scoop that up. So I mean, everything is now on here. There's actually nothing on here. This will go inside your washing machine. Hopefully yours is much bigger than this.
Well, I'm a small guy. I don't need one. But it comes out perfectly clean every single time.
Better than this.
Yes.
Right.
So you save money, and it does a better job.
Right.
We have 3 different types of customers that are huge Campanelli fans, and so am I. One of them is the person that says, I want a healthier planet. I don't want to throw things away.
Right.
The other person is the one that says, you know what, I want to save money.
Right.
The third is the individual who says, I want it more clean than it was before, and you make all 3 happy.
And I appreciate that, and I think that's why we're still here after 15 years, because our products are not disposable. Our products are very, very affordable, And in most cases, yes, I think our products outperform anything you can get from the supermarket.
I know they do.
Right.
I absolutely know they do.
So again, there's also a lot of sponges out there that are just for scrubbing. And again, our sponge will scrub, but again, you can see also that it has the microfiber side also. So I'm going to take this.
Okay.
So this is just a regular scrub sponge, and it'll do a good job at scrubbing.
Your artwork is getting so much better.
That's actually Chris. He's pretty good. Well, he's got the kids at home.
Chris
so,
is
yeah.
Joe's brother.
Right.
Chris happens to be a dear friend of mine, which he would never admit to, but
Okay, so you can see.
Yep.
Okay, again, it doesn't.
decent scrubbing, but you still have a mess.
Right. So with our sponge, actually, we can scrub.
Right.
I think it actually does a better job. But because it has the microfiber,
Just
I can
flip it
actually
over.
clean up. So I can clean up over here too, where the other sponge didn't pick up its mess.
So
you
why-
get, so 2 sponges in 1.
Listen, sponges really haven't changed in about 50 years here in this country until Joe and his family made a decision to completely change the way we clean. They're 25% off of the QVC price for today and today only. This gentleman has a small family-owned business. This will be the last time we see a set of 12.
Yes, I know. You know, we're retiring these prints.
Right.
But I know next year there will not be 12 sponges in a kit.
Yeah, and believe me, 12
Or
sponges
13
is
or 14.
This is the most economic way to go.
Right. Great for temptations. I mean, a wonderful way to take care of this cookware. You're getting the round sponges in the kit also, and that's nice because it allows you to get, into places where maybe a square sponge wouldn't. This is a Mark Charles non-stick cookware.
Yep.
Not scratching the surface at all, taking that right off. All I have to do is follow it up with the microfiber side.
And they wash up beautifully.
Right. Put them in a washing machine. They come out great. They don't smell. They're wonderful. Put them in a dryer as well.
Now, the demonstrations we've been doing have all been done with tap water.
Right.
But can I use my favorite soap if I want to?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think for the most part, maybe in the kitchen, like in the sink, you use your dishwashing soap.
Sure.
But if you're cleaning around the house, like your windows or the baseboards, you don't need anything other than just water.
Perfect.
And that small sponge you can see is really good for like your wine glasses, your small glasses. Great to clean stainless steel. Great to use it in places where you don't want to use chemicals. Granite, marble, Corian, glass stovetops, glass, any surface. It's not going to scratch. You can see if you have a little one in the house that's a little artistic, like Chris's kids, wonderful to remove stuff off the walls and the baseboards. Just a better alternative.
Every family needs great sponges, and the alternative has been store-bought that stink.
Right.
This is a much better way to go. Over 2,000 individuals have already picked them up, top rack dishwasher safe,
Right.
or throw them in the washing machine.
Throw them in the washing machine. My wife, she puts them in with it when she does the towels. I mean, every day.
right.
So tomorrow we have fresh sponges. This is real marble, really high-end marble, and I wanted to show everybody that it's so safe to use on something.
I thought the white was part of the
thought it was
marble.
part of it, right?
Yeah.
But again, wonderful to clean all the different surfaces in the house. One of the things I wanted to show you also, because of the big, thick sponge center, really, really holds a lot of suds, so it's really great to have in the kitchen.
So you can
as well.
actually use less soap and save money. Watch how this cuts through soap scum.
Right. This is great. Again, because in the bathroom, you have really poor ventilation. So now we have an item where really sometimes don't even need chemicals. And I can take that with the diamond fiber side and the microfiber side. We'll make that.
That's clean.
Hi, Mom. Squeaky clean.
Over 3,000 people on the phone line.
Thank you, sir.
Don't wait on this, because if you do, you're going to miss out. When these are gone, they are gone, and they'll be gone forever in a 12-pack. 25% off of the QVC price. That's the best price we've seen.